Greetings all, it's Gino Berta with the Berta Law Firm. I am a huge Colin Powell fan. I think his book, My American Journey, is a must read, and it truly is a story of what it's like to live the American dream and have your own American journey. He's got some quotes, they're like 13 ones that he's had published. They're out on the internet if you want to find them. One of my favorites is perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. And probably my favorite is, it'll look better in the morning. And guess what? It will. Now, the other thing about Colin Powell that I really like is his 40-70 rule. He said that you should never make a decision until you've got at least 40% of the information. And he also says if you've got 70% of the information, you gotta make a decision. So, what does that mean to you? Well, if you happen to have been in an automobile accident, and if you are debating whether or not you should accept the settlement from the insurance company, you might not know where you are on that 40 to 70 range. Maybe you've got enough information, and you just need a second opinion. Maybe there's a whole lot of stuff we haven't talked about yet. What I offer is the opportunity to hopefully get you to that 70% where you can make that decision. What I offer is for $250, I will give you a consultation. That's a flat fee. If it's 20 minutes, $250. If I have to go back and do some additional research, it's still $250. I do that because I found that is a way I can help you, the prospective client, get to that 70%. Sometimes it might be a good settlement. And oh, by the way, go back to the insurance company and say, hey, I want another $250. What's the worst they say? No. But my point is that you've got that information. And by having that information, you can then say, okay, I've addressed this issue and I'm ready to move on and I can close this chapter. You can also know that, hey, you know what? It's time to fight back. I'm not gonna accept this offer. I don't think it's fair. And by the way, just because you retain an attorney doesn't mean you're going to court tomorrow. That will not happen. So my point is this, if you're in this situation and you need to get to that 70%, as Colin Powell recommends, and I happen to thoroughly endorse, give me a call. For $250, I will give you that consultation. We'll talk about your case, and then you're empowered to make a decision. And by the way, just because we have that discussion doesn't mean you have to hire me. We are blessed in this community, folks, with many wonderful attorneys. I happen to think that I have an approach that works for me and works for my clients. But just because we have that consultation doesn't mean you're required to hire me. Now, what it does mean is we've formed an attorney-client relationship. What that does mean is you have the peace of mind of knowing that everything we talk about is confidential and I've got your best interests at heart. So, that sounds like something you'd like to pursue. I'd welcome the opportunity to have a discussion with you. We'll memorialize this in writing. It's called a fee agreement. And I'd be delighted to have that opportunity to chat with you to get you to that 70%. Thanks so much for watching. Gino Berta, Berta Law Firm.